Welcome to another episode of Expat Saigon, your guide to life in Ho Chi Minh City. Today we're tackling an important issue, rental scams. If you're looking for a place to live in HCMC, you'll want to stay tuned to make sure you don't fall victim to these fraudsters.
That's right. In recent months, we've been seeing an alarming increase in rental scams. Fraudsters are using all sorts of tactics to trick people into losing money, sometimes large sums, for properties that either don't exist or aren't even theirs.
Absolutely. They're getting pretty creative with their scams. These fraudsters typically pose as landlords or agents, creating fake listings using stolen photos. They offer rents way below market value, hoping to lure people in. And they're often using social media or messaging apps to carry out these scams.
And it's not just about misleading pictures. Sometimes these scammers pressure people into making quick decisions. They'll say there's high demand or that someone else is interested, pushing you to send money without thinking twice.
Exactly. The trick is to create urgency. But the worst part, many victims end up paying deposits or even full rents for properties they've never actually seen. And once the money's gone, it's usually too late to get it back.
Let's dig into some of the most common scam tactics so listeners can spot them early. The first one, fake listings. Scammers will often grab attractive photos from legitimate websites and use them to advertise places at ridiculously low prices.
Yeah, those listings might look too good to be true, but they draw people in. Another tactic they use is urgency. They'll say, "Oh, there's already someone interested," or "You need to pay right now to secure it." They push you to act without thinking.
And don't forget about the no viewing scam. These fraudsters might tell you they can't show you the place in person, but want you to send money up front anyway. In some cases, when you do visit, it's a completely different property from what was advertised.
Right. It's always a red flag if they ask for payment before you've even set foot in the place. And then there's the issue of unusual payment methods. Be wary if they insist on wire transfers, prepaid cards, or even cash. These are nearly impossible to trace.
They also tend to avoid official communication channels, using personal emails or social media messages instead. That's another sign something isn't right.
So how do we protect ourselves from falling for these scams? First and foremost, always verify the listings you come across. Check if the agent or landlord is credible. Use well-known property websites and research any reviews or complaints about them.
Absolutely. Never send money before seeing the property in person. Always ask for an in-person viewing. You want to meet the landlord or agent and see the place for yourself.
And be cautious of deals that seem too good to be true. If the rent is significantly below the market rate, it's time to dig deeper. Fraudsters tend to lure you in with prices that seem like a steal.
Another key point, use secure payment methods. Avoid anything that can't be traced, like wire transfers or cash. Bank transfers or trusted payment platforms that offer buyer protection are safer options.
Also, always ask for documentation. The landlord should be able to provide proof of ownership, a rental agreement, and identification. If they can't, that's a major warning sign.
Now, if you do find yourself scammed, don't panic. First, contact the local police and file a report. Then, notify the platform where you found the listing and report the scam.
It's also important to alert others. Share your experience in community groups or on forums. This helps warn others and may even help collect evidence.
Definitely keep a record of everything. Screenshots of messages, payment receipts, anything that can help your case. The more you have, the better.
That's great advice. Well, we've covered a lot today. If you found this episode useful, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Stay vigilant and be careful when searching for accommodation here in Ho Chi Minh City.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time with more tips for living in Saigon. Stay safe.